Hello, it's Reviews Day Tuesday, it's time for Discworld Discourses, and today I am going to be talking about Carpe Jugulum. Carpe Jugulum is the 23rd Discworld book by Terry Pratchett, first published in 1998. In this book, King Verence of Lanka invites the Magpie family of vampires to the naming ceremony of his daughter with Margaret. Count Magpie, his wife and 2 children, decides that they would like to stay in Lanka, and the witches Granny Weatherwax, Nanny Og, and Agnes Nitt have to try and save Lanka from the vampires. I didn't really remember this book very well from the last time I read the Discworld series, other than that it is the vampire one, so I didn't remember it as being one of my favourites of the Discworld series or one of my favourites of the Witches series, but I really enjoyed reading Carpe Jugulum this time round. I was looking forward to reading it every day. I had a great experience of rereading this book. Similar to how I feel about Agnes Nitt, I think. I don't remember her as being one of my favourite characters from the Discworld series before. To be honest, to my shame, I had somehow managed to forget about her. I thought of the witches as Granny Weatherwax, Nanny Og, and Margaret, but I love her now and I find her so interesting with Perdita. There are many things in this book that I really enjoy, including Perdita and Agnes and getting to see more of her. The book is a pastiche of vampire stories and vampire lore, and I love how Terry Pratchett played around with the genre through Igor, through the creepy solitary castle, through the vampires building up tolerance to garlic and religious icons. I love this family of vampires' wish to be modern and Igor's attempts to keep things traditional. It's really fun, and I also feel like it's one of the more accessible of the parodic Discworld books. I never felt like I was missing a joke because I hadn't seen a particular film or read a particular book. Vampire legends are so well known and familiar, whereas some of the other parodies in the Discworld series felt more specific and feel like, they might be enjoyed more if you had more specialist knowledge about, westerns or music or the golden age of cinema. This book also feels very well plotted to me and well balanced, even more so. One of my complaints with a few of the Discworld books has been that one of the plot lines felt more interesting and exciting than some of the others. So I'd be getting impatient to get to, the good bit, or else getting a bit bored during the lulls in the story. But I don't really feel like Carpe Jugulum had any lulls at all. I would say, though, that it didn't have a massive peak where it was amazing and I loved it, which might have something to do with why it hasn't stuck in my memory so well. There wasn't an amazing standout moment, but I would say that Carpe Jugulum has been, for me, the most consistently enjoyable throughout. There's a lot of great character stuff in this book. I love the new character of Mightily Oates, and I love his relationship with Granny Weatherwax. I also love that Nanny Og has a lot to do in this book, and I'm really happy with the return of Margaret because I've been missing her a bit recently. Yeah, I'm repeating myself, but I really like this book. I was impressed. I had a great time reading it, and I will give Carpe Jugulum 4.3 out of 5. I recommend it. So, some facts about Carpe Jugulum. The title translates as Seize the Throat. Mightily Oates is a reverend of the Church of Om, which we know, of course, very well from Small Gods and our time spent with Brother. The book sees the first proper named appearance of the Nakmak Feegle, who will go on to be important in the Tiffany Aching series of books. Also, this book is the last in the Witches series. Kind of. I mean, the Witches series sort of transforms into the Tiffany Aching series, so we're still going to be seeing the Witches and Lanka quite a bit, but it is kind of the last Witches book before we go to the Tiffany Aching young adult series. If you liked Carpe Jugulum, what should you read next? I mean, I would recommend trying the Tiffany Aching books, The Wee Free Men being the first, and if you haven't read any of the previous Witches books yet, then I would recommend those. And another option I would say is Small Gods, due to Oates in this book. If you didn't get on so well with Carpe Jugulum, then I would maybe try The Fifth Elephant, which is the next book in the series, and the one after that is The Truth, which is one of my favourites, so I'd maybe recommend that as well. That is it for today. I would love to know what you think about Carpe Jugulum if you have read it. This is my last Discworld Discourses of 2019. My next one will be on the 7th of January 2020, and I will be reviewing The Fifth Elephant, and the full list of Discworld books and when I'm planning on reviewing them will be linked in the description below. Let's move across to the end screen. If you'd like to see my latest video or some more Discworld Discourses, then you can do so below me here, and you can also subscribe to my channel or visit my website if you should wish to beside me here. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you soon.